and welcome back to Season 2 of Dorm Room Radio Sports. Officially, I think this is episode 13. We took a small hiatus because we had our winter break, so we weren't able to get back in the stew. But now we're back, and hopefully better than ever.
That's right. It's been a while. It feels good to be back.
Does feel good back in the stew. We have not, over a month.
Yeah, well over.
No content for our loyal subscribers, but
Yeah. Our poor fans. We're back, though.
we're so back.
No need to worry.
And you know who also is back in the Super Bowl? The Philadelphia Eagles. And unfortunately, the Kansas City Chiefs. But,
The worst possible matchup we could have asked for. America lost. Nobody wants to see either of these teams win.
So you're telling me the two best teams, which will probably produce the best game, is the worst possible outcome for the Super Bowl?
I mean, it will be a good game, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Both these teams can put up some boring games we've seen this season. But no one likes either of these teams.
I don't care.
Yeah, except for you.
No one likes the Chiefs because no one likes the dynasty.
Yeah.
And the only people who don't like the Philadelphia Eagles are losers and NFC East rivals.
Instagram begs to differ. So does Twitter. So does TikTok. All I've seen is Eagles and Chiefs hate ever since Sunday.
Well, unfortunately, the 6th seed Washington Commanders were never going to make the Super Bowl. And if they would have made the Super Bowl, we would have just given the Chiefs the ring already. Wouldn't even have to play the game. It would have been one of the most boring Super Bowls we probably have ever seen. And Josh Allen just can't beat Patrick Mahomes. I wanted Josh Allen to win. I wanted to play the Bills.
Josh Allen. An
But-
Eagles-Bills Super Bowl would have been tolerable. As long as the Bills won it.
Bills weren't going to win it. Bills would never win that game.
Debatable.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. But no. The Eagles are back. The Chiefs are back. The Chiefs have been perpetual Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
Really took the torch from the Pats.
they did. That's what happens when you have the best quarterback. You create a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how every sport goes. I hate the Chiefs, but you can't deny it. When you have the best quarterback, you have a great coach, you have weapons around that quarterback, and a solid line in front of him, you're going to win games, and you're going to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? We saw it with the Pats.
Everyone saying, it's rigged. The refs carried. Roger Goodell wants the Chiefs and Swift and Kelsey and Mahomes in the Super Bowl. No. Shut up.
Look,
Stop it.
the Chiefs get favorable calls.
They do.
The best team gets favorable calls. The Pats happened too.
Not as bad. I'll admit. Not as bad. Brady didn't flop like Mahomes
No.
flops.
Brady didn't flop like Mahomes flopped. That's fair. But he also did cheat.
We're not getting into that.
I'm just saying he did cheat. So I don't like this whole narrative that, the Pats weren't as hated as the Chiefs are.
They were pretty hated.
They were pretty hated.
They were pretty hated.
That team was terrible.
Yeah.
You dominated for way longer, and you cheated and were unlikable. The Chiefs are unlikable because
Alright.
they're corny.
The Patriots were evil. The Chiefs are annoying.
No, yeah. 100%.
That's the difference.
That is the difference. Yeah, the Pats were a terrible, evil organization. That
Oh, and I loved every minute of it.
Sorry, you still lost.
Shut the fuck up.
Still lost. But no, we'll
Yeah.
do a quick.
If this game turns out to be as good as that one was, I'll take back
Hey
everything
man,
I said.
2022 was also a good
It
game.
was a really good
That
Super
was a
Bowl.
really good
But
Super
that's
Bowl.
when Jalen Hurts was comfortable throwing the ball. That's when he had field vision.
He still has field vision. That's just when he had a coordinator who would work with him.
Yeah.
Look, Kellen Moore, you've done a great job so far, but some of your routes, man, we need to draft these plays better.
Yeah.
And once you can get Hurts firing, if Kellen Moore stays, which it looks like he probably
Yes.
will.
The Cowboys hired.
Yeah.
Or just promoted their
Yeah.
offensive coordinator.
So
Questionable move, by the way.
another year of Kellen Moore working with Jalen Hurts, I think we can get back to that Steichen level performances from him.
Yeah.
I know we lost his quarterback coach. That was a big thing for in 2022. We had a really good quarterback coach, but I'm not concerned.
Do you know by any chance like where that guy is now or who he was?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Probably look it up.
I'm
But
curious what he's doing. Like, is he still producing elite quarterback talent? Because man, he did miracle work for Hurts. Hurts in that Super Bowl, I was so high on him.
I don't know. Give me a quick Google, Cam. Give me a quick Google. But what I will say is we don't need Jalen Hurts to have a game like that again. Like, he had to carry us tooth and nail to make it a one-score game. We were up because of him. He had 4 total touchdowns. He had over 300 yards. I think he outperformed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. The only thing you could say is that fumble. Yeah, that's going to happen. But this time, he doesn't need to do that. Hope to God, again, our defense does not have the game they did in 2022, which I don't think they will. We have the number 1 defense in the league. We have Vic Fangio, who's locked in and ready to win a Super Bowl, not Jonathan Gannon, who is eyes on being the Arizona Cardinals head coach during the Super Bowl. Because realistically, the defense is what lost us that game, not the offense. And I think the defense is what will win us this game this time. And the offense, we don't need Hurts to do anything. Hurts can hit a couple his targets as long as he gets the ball out in time. It's fine because we got people who will catch it, and we have Saquon motherfucking Barkley.
See, I disagree. I think Hurts needs to step up for them to win this game. I don't think Saquon can win you this game alone. Again, he's been the best offensive player, like top 5 in MVP voting this year. But the Chiefs are a different animal. We've seen this before. I mean, like, you don't think Spags can cook up a defense that can just stop Saquon and make Hurts beat the Chiefs?
No, I don't, because we saw in the AFC Championship game that they could not stop James Cook.
James Cook was cooking. But again, they let James Cook beat them. They want to stop Josh Allen. James Cook isn't the threat on that offense. Josh Allen is. The Eagles, it's reversed.
See, the thing is also that Jalen Hurts can run and Jalen Hurts can throw the ball.
That's what makes it difficult.
They're going to have to account for Hurts moving. They're going to have to account for Saquon moving. And they're going to have to account for the weapons that the Eagles have.
They do have much better weapons than the Bills did.
I think this team overall is a better team than 2022. And I think the Chiefs team is worse than in 2022.
Absolutely. Pure raw talent-wise, from a roster depth chart perspective, the Eagles are probably one of the most talented teams we've seen.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to say that.
No. And I think the too high safety look that Vic Fangio runs on defense will limit the Chiefs' playability. Look, you know
that's how you play the Chiefs. I mean,
you know who's going to have a big game? And I hate to say it, Travis Kelce.
You think?
I think the Chiefs, it determines their chance of winning is how good does Travis Kelce play. Because we saw it in the NFC Championship game. Zach Ertz had 11 targets for over 100 yards.
Yeah.
It's because those wideouts, they're going to get covered. They're going to get clamped up. But in Vic's defense, he gives you the underneath stuff. It's death by 1,000 cuts when the Eagles lose on.
How do you think Xavier Worthy's going to play? Because once he has the ball in his hands, it's dangerous.
All I'm going to say is that this is a hard-hitting defense. We've already seen in the playoffs that they take players out of games.
And Worthy's not big.
Worthy's not a big player. He can get popped.
He can. He's got to be smart this game for sure.
And they're going to have to hold on to the football.
Yeah.
Because we've already seen how many fumbles this Eagles defense can force. They're punching the ball out every single chance they can get.
Yeah.
I think interceptions are always possible. Reed Blankenship has his signature interception animation where it's a low grab.
Oh my!
I mean,
single time.
Quinyon Mitchell is getting interceptions now. We saw that in the regular season. He wasn't grabbing them. He was getting super close, but they weren't falling. Big play Slay's always got something in him. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had the second most interceptions in the NFL this year. Yeah. Zach Bond can grab them.
Yeah.
This team is a turnover machine.
The defense is clearly the strong point. I mean, but it's Mahomes.
It is Mahomes.
It's Mahomes.
I can't not
in the playoffs.
I can't not be like, oh, the Eagles are gonna dominate. They're gonna demolish. No,
like from a pure ball knowledge perspective, it's the Eagles.
It's so hard to bet against Mahomes.
But Mahomes is just,
he's too good.
Yeah.
Like,
Something about this man.
the thing is, though, is that we saw it. Brady was like this.
Yeah.
Eagles beat him.
But Brady had a game.
He did.
This is a completely different type of...
I think Mahomes might still have a game.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, I feel like if it's a shootout, it's not going to be particularly close.
Look,
Like,
I don't think it will.
It could be close.
I don't think it will be a shootout because we haven't seen the Chiefs score a lot of points this year.
No.
The Chiefs have a good defense, but I don't think they have a good enough run defense to stop Saquon Barkley, and I have a feeling Hurts is going to come to play.
The one thing that worries me from an Eagles perspective is when Hurts has been put under pressure this year, it's like his dead worst.
Yeah.
One of the worst QBs.
No, I think he's like bottom
like
of the league
32nd and 31st ranks.
in almost every position when under pressure. And I know Spags is going to dial up some blitzes.
You know that's his whole game plan.
But hopefully we have plays to handle that. I like the screen passes I was seeing.
Yeah.
Dial
I'm
up
not
more
a big screen guy, but yeah.
Dude, screens to Goddard, screens to Devontae Smith. Let him slip through. Screens to Saquon.
Exactly.
Like,
you have the weapons. Let
Get
them
the
work.
ball out and let him cook. Give me some quick A.J. Brown slants.
Yeah.
Give me some. If they're blitzing, that means they're playing man coverage. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are two of the best receivers against man coverage. A.J. Brown specifically. We saw it in the earlier playoffs when they were playing Green Bay and the Rams. Zone defenses mess him up.
Yeah, they do.
But when you play man, he is going to torch you. Marshawn Lattimore got belt to ass in the NFC Championship game.
Lattimore's. He's looking washed up after this playoffs.
The Washington Commanders, they were the sixth. They played man the sixth most out of any team in the NFL.
Burn him.
I don't know what the Chiefs are. I think they're pretty balanced between zone and man coverage.
Yeah.
But if Spags is spending blitzes, it's gonna be man coverage. They're not gonna be ripping zone blitzes.
Aren't.
They're not gonna be ripping zone blitzes, and especially if they're throwing weird corner blitzes like they hit at Allen with.
Yeah. There's McDuffie on that last play with Kincaid.
We will see Spags bring pressure, but I think it's gonna affect Hurts. But
yeah. I mean, without a doubt.
100%. As long as the Eagles' O-line holds up, I'll be okay. They have looked a little suspect for me in the playoffs.
They've been questionable for sure.
Jordan Mailata scares me a little bit. Amazing run blocker. But sometimes pass blocking.
And that's where the concern has been this playoffs is the pass blocking.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't worry about Lane Johnson. I really don't worry about Landon Dickerson when he's healthy. But Mailata has looked a little suspect for me. Jurgens is still, he's a great center.
But he's young.
And I don't really worry about pass blocking with him. I'm more worried about run blocking with him because he's got those short arms. He's a little short and stubby.
He is.
And he doesn't have that technique honed like Kelsey had.
Right.
Becton, he's just a big boy still learning how to play guard.
Yeah, he was a tackle.
But you know who else is great in the pass blocking system?
That man.
Important. Dude's one of the best pass blockers on the team. He's a running back. I mean, he picked up so many blitzes. Picked up a free linebacker running through so many times.
Yeah, how did the Eagles manage to get the best pass blocking running back?
Dude, he's just the best running back.
Yeah.
He's just genuinely one of the best athletes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
No one else is ever going to do a reverse hurdle.
No.
It's not a normal thing. That's ridiculous. Like, I didn't even think that was a possible,
Dude, the way he moves is crazy.
It is.
And think,
really
this is after multiple injuries in his career.
This is his second contract. Running backs on a second contract are not supposed to be that good.
All I heard is when we signed Saquon is, Saquon don't move like he used to. He's had his injuries. We're not going to get rookie Saquon.
That was on the Giants.
Boy, were they wrong.
You know what the difference is that O-line.
Yeah.
The Giants O-line was terrible. Dead worst.
And I think
close, too.
I think Jeff Stoutland, our run game coordinator, he is fantastic. We know what he can do to the O-line. We also know the type of, the Eagles, 2 yards before contact.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Every single Saquon big run, he's barely touched.
Yeah.
he's bouncing off arm tackles in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
But once he gets past that initial point of contact, no one touches
He
him.
has speed too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like once he gets the momentum, he's gonna make people miss in the secondary. That's a given.
Yeah.
But as long as he has those holes up front, yeah. And that's how you've been winning games. That's how
Yeah.
you're here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs will be able to stop the run game. I am scared of if Jalen Hurts holds on to the football and they try to get too cute and they want these long developing routes that Kellen Moore seems to love, that Chris Jones and Karlaftis will get to Hurts.
They elevate their game in the playoffs like no one else. The
And
Chiefs,
they are just-
everybody.
They're just a good D-line in general.
They are, yeah. Karlaftis has flown under the radar.
Dude, he's been insanely good this
ridiculous,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
That man's a talent.
He scares me. Luckily, he will be matched up against Lane Johnson for most of the game.
Yeah.
Unless they switch sides, which I don't really think they will. I feel like he's been mostly
No.
playing as that on the right side.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them just to get him away from Lane Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense. So I wouldn't be surprised, but
But if he's going up against Lane, I'm not
I'm
worried.
leaning Lane.
I'm fully leaning
Yeah.
Lane. That man doesn't light up pressures. He doesn't light up pressures.
He didn't have a sack this year,
No.
did he?
Nope. And
Him and Wirfs.
Chris Jones, he's going to cause problems. But you know he's going to cause problems.
Yeah, it's a given.
Yeah. But you know who
Like,
else is also going to
it's
cause
part of the
problems?
game.
You know who else is going to cause problems? Jalen Carter.
Yeah,
Dog.
yeah.
Animal. Georgia Bulldog. Dog.
Dog.
I mean, he had a fantastic game in the NFC Championship game. We saw what he did against the Rams.
As good as Chris Jones and Karlaftis are, your D-line is more talented.
I don't know about that, actually. I think our
You don't
D-line is
think?
pretty talented, but the Chiefs
I mean,
D-
Jalen Carter's... Aaron Donald said it himself. He's the new me.
yeah,
You have Jordan Davis, who's a...
great run stopper.
Yeah.
I mean, he even pitched him with a sack.
Brandon Graham's coming back.
Brandon
Nolan
Graham-
Smith's heating up.
I will say something about Nolan Smith is Brandon Graham has 5.5 career playoff sacks. You know who his one sack behind that in their first time in the playoffs?
Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith. He's fantastic.
He is.
I'm
I'm telling you. Draft Bulldogs. The Eagles get it. Why can't the Patriots get it?
I think it's pretty simple when you say,
Yeah.
like, I know that the GMs, they get paid the big money to go,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to find talent. You know
This
what?
is the dominant rough.
Howie Roseman has done it a couple times where he's overthought it. And he goes, I'm going to draft Jalen Reagor. I'm going to draft J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Not Justin Jefferson.
No, I'm going to take this player that I think is underrated. I think he's got a high ceiling.
My first round pick.
But he didn't mess around when it came to drafting Bulldogs.
No.
He cut that nonsense out.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I am drafting a Kirby Smart player who gets the job done. Because Kirby Smart, those boys on defense, they're ready to play in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
Immediately.
the only one who I don't think has become a star was Keely Ringo. And he wasn't the first. He was taken later in the draft.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
mean,
still been a great special teams player.
Right.
He's third string corner. He looked a little suspect when he had to come in, I think, in the Rams game.
Yeah. But like, for the amount of hits you got in that class, it happens.
Yeah. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis,
Yeah.
Nolan Smith,
I was...
N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean, before he was injured, he was the play caller on defense. He was having a great season.
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I won't lie. I still remember how pissed I was when Jalen Carter fell to you guys because of off-field issues. I said, this man's generational, and we're going to let him fall to the Eagles to learn under Fletcher Cox for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's...
Dude, the Eagles don't care about off-field issues.
No.
We had Michael Vick as our quarterback. We don't care.
No, you keep him under control.
No. Dude, I mean, honestly, they don't even really keep Carter under control. There's been a couple times this season.
Well,
There's
yeah.
been many times this season where he's gone out of control.
Yeah, I mean, on the field, but off the field.
Yeah, off the field. I mean, he's got no problems with anyone on our team.
Right.
But the other team,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's...
he'll
we like
smack
that,
your
though.
he'll smack your center out of the game. That
That
we
was-
saw against. I mean,
Oh, my God.
one just whacked him, injured, down.
That was, dare I say, impressive.
Yeah, I can't wait to have Jalen Carter holding his helmet in his hand just like he did before and pointing to his ring finger. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's going to hit Mahomes, and he's going to lay into Mahomes. He'll probably get a flag for it, but I don't care. Light Kermit the Frog up. Smoke his ass.
He'll get his touches on Mahomes, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to be enough.
Oh, come on. Get out of here. I don't think the defense is going to be the single-handedly win us this game.
And that's why I don't think it's going to be enough.
The offense is going to get it done. Can we stop this nonsense Jalen Hurts hate?
Jalen Hurts had a spectacular week last week.
Yeah.
He did.
Dude, he went 20 for 28, 246 yards, a touchdown, no turnovers. I think he had over, I think it was a 110 passer rating.
He's had a good season.
Yeah.
But to beat the Chiefs, you have to be a different level.
Look, man, he was a different level, and we lost.
That, if he plays like that, give me the Eagles spread. He's not going to play like that.
And he doesn't need to play like that. Every single time he has played like that in the playoffs, we have lost. When he passes for over 250 yards, they have lost.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Or was it just that Bucks game? Because that Bucks game was ugly.
No, I think we're 0-3 when Jalen Hurts passes for over 250 yards. And when he passes for under 250 yards, they have a better record or a good record. I don't know the exact record off the top of my head. But, I mean, I'm not worried. He can get that on the ground.
That might be the key. How well he's moving.
We've seen it. Everyone's like, oh, he's a touch push merchant. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's still mobile.
He's still mobile. Had a rushing touchdown last game.
Broke
He had
a few big ones.
Yeah, he had another one, too, that was called back for holding.
Yeah.
Which didn't really affect the play that much. I think he still would have scored that touchdown if Cam Jurgens didn't get that holding call.
Probably.
And we have the ultimate weapon that the Chiefs were able to stop it when Josh Allen did it, but they're not able to stop it when the Eagles do it.
No.
The touch push, dude.
Yeah.
The touch push, I think that is the reason the Buffalo Bills did not win that game.
Well, he got that, though. He was...
Yeah, he got that. But they're 2-point conversions? What the hell are you doing there? You got... Colin Cowherd was talking about today, which pissed me off. He called Jalen Hurts 5'11". My light-skinned king is 6'1". Do not disgrace him like
There's
that.
no way Hurts is under 6 foot.
No, he's 6'1".
Yeah. He's not Kyler height.
No. He is a 6'1" quarterback who squats 600 pounds. And we were talking about it yesterday, but Colin Cowherd, he made a great point, which we were talking about. You got to go low.
Yeah.
No,
none of this Lulu diving over the top.
None of this Josh Allen diving over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets it and then he jumps over. No.
That's Cam Newton type shit.
Yeah. You're not Cam Newton.
No.
No one's Cam Newton.
No one's Cam Newton.
No one's Cam Newton. But Jalen Hurts, it goes and he rides his O-line and he drives his legs.
Yeah.
Again, another 600-pound squatter.
Pushing him from
the back. Dallas Goedert's usually back there. I mean, sometimes we got Devontae Smith back there. And I'm like, what? But,
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know why, but usually it's him and Dallas Goedert, and they're
You know what?
pushing.
That might be for the fakes.
Yeah.
To keep them on their toes.
True. But I'm not worried this will be a look, I think the Chiefs can easily still beat us. But this is going to be a game. This is going to be...
I hope so. As much as I hate on the matchup because, these are the last two teams the general amount of NFL fans wanted to see, it should be a really good game.
Yeah. Did I want to play the Chiefs? No.
Right.
But...
Did we want a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl? Absolutely.
The Lions suck. And Lamar can't do it in the playoffs.
I still have hope.
I don't know, man. I just don't think none of the AFC quarterbacks besides Joe Burrow can get past Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady doesn't exist anymore, dude. Unless he puts
Allen and Mahomes is literally Carter and Harden.
Yeah.
It's
4 in a row.
Yeah.
4 in a row. I don't think Lamar would have beat him either. If the Ravens would have got past the Bills, they weren't beating the Chiefs, man. And it pains me to say that because that Ravens team was damn good. It was a great Ravens team.
The Ravens should have won the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
No, they would have lost to the Eagles.
I don't know.
They would have lost to the Eagles. The Eagles handedly beat them in the regular season.
That is true. I mean,
Handedly.
yeah, I was real confident in the Ravens, though. I put some money on them.
But
I'm
that's
confident.
that's exactly why they lost.
You know what it is?
It is. You're the reason. You are the reason for the Ravens' downfall.
Yep.
Shame.
I won't bet on them next year. But I'll say on here, Ravens for the Super Bowl next year.
All right. Hot take.
I've said it the past like 2 years.
I don't hate it. I think
it's
I
gonna
think
happen eventually, right?
I don't know, man. I think the Chiefs could be back again next year. You can't count them out.
Very well.
You can't count them out until Andy Reid retires
Or
Mahomes has a terrible setback or retires. You can't count them out.
You know what I think is coming, to be real with you? I think the Chiefs might get Tyler Warren in this draft.
How?
Trade up.
They're not going to trade up like that.
Something, or that Harold Fanigan kid out of Bowling Green is going to be a stud. I think they could draft a stud tight end, replace Kelsey, and the dynasty continues.
I don't know. I want the Eagles to draft a stud tight end, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to draft any of those guys.
Yeah.
Because really,
I mean, Senior Bowl's this week.
yeah.
So we'll see.
Tyler Warren and Loveland, they're easily first round picks. You're going to get probably both those tight ends off the board. And
before the Chiefs are selecting.
Before the Chiefs are selecting, before the Eagles are selecting. Because I want a tight end. Dallas Goedert, I love you, but you're made of glass, dude.
Yeah.
I want a tight end and I want an edge rusher in this draft. That's the only thing that I feel like we need. Obviously, you can always draft more secondary guys, but we kind of hit that out of the park in this draft, so we don't really need to
2 for 2
waste higher picks on them.
Yeah.
But, give me a tight end. Calcaterra, great backup, but he's not going to be your number one tight end for when Dallas Goedert gets out. I don't think Dallas Goedert's played a full healthy season since we've had him.
Has.
No. And he's great when he's on the field, but he misses too many games. And I want a rookie who comes in here and can light it up.
Yeah. What's Goddard's contract situation like? How many years left is on his deal?
I am not entirely sure. I think they might have contract. Let's look at his contract over here. He's on a 4-year deal. What year is he in his 4-year deal? So he signed a 4-year deal in 2018. So he's actually coming up. Wait, no. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, he's a 4-year contract. He is a 2026 free agent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So I don't think
I
they'll
can see it.
Yeah, no, I want them to draft a tight end for sure. I've been wanting them to draft a tight end, and I think this is a good tight end class. Top 3 at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the Bowling Green kid, amazing. And I think he's the third one off the board.
Yeah.
And I think he could be a steal.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Right.
Because what is it Cooper Loveland? I know it starts with a C and his last name is Love.
Cooper, Caleb, something
like that. But he is a dog. For Michigan this year, he was one of their best players outside of their defensive line. And we already know what Tyler Warren could do. Colston Loveland. Oh, that's an interesting name. That's why we probably forgot it. Because I've never heard of a man named Colston.
No, me neither.
But he's a dog. I don't know who I would pick over him or Tyler Warren. I think I would take Loveland over him. Yeah.
You know what? You might be. I think I actually agree with you. Warren's kind of a gadget player.
Yeah. No.
He's not like a purebred tight end.
Look, Warren's an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
But when you watch Loveland play football, I'm like, that's a tight end, dude.
Yeah.
Warren,
he'll go to some situation. Honestly, the Chiefs would be perfect, but he's not going to fall to them. Some situation, maybe the Saints, a Taysom Hill role, something.
But
like
I don't think
that.
they'll use him like that. I think he will be a pure tight end who you can line him up at fullback, you can line him up at running back, you can line him up as wide receiver.
He'd be the best fullback in the league.
Dude, I mean, you can do the same thing with the Bowling Green kid. You can line him up anywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
Loveland, I think he is a pure tight end.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like a good blocking.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this on Travis Kelce for not blocking.
Yeah.
Every chance I get, I'm going to hate on this man for not blocking.
a tight end.
Kittle is a purebred tight end. That's
Exactly.
why he's the best in the league.
Tight end university.
We love Kittle over here.
I want a tight end. I want a lineman who can catch passes,
Yeah.
not a slightly big receiver. Give me someone who they'll throw in a little chip block, and then they'll skate 5 yards, running out. You hit them in open space.
Stiff arm.
Stiff arm, run a man down. Boom. Run someone over,
Yep.
and they're good. They pick you up 8 to 10 yards.
This is why Gronk's the goat of tight ends.
Gronk is the GOAT. Gronk could block, and you just couldn't take him down.
No.
I don't care that
Carry man
I don't
on
care
his
that
legs.
his stats
10 yards.
don't look great compared to Kelsey's. He played half the time that Kelsey has.
Well, and he blocked half
Yeah.
the time he was on the field.
Yeah.
People forget his first few seasons, Aaron Hernandez was the guy.
True.
Gronk was just the blocker.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was a good receiver at the time too, but Aaron Hernandez was the featured tight end, receiving wise.
Mhm.
But
Dude, I'm going to tell you, when you watch, I don't want to hear anything about stats when it comes to why Gronk is the GOAT. You can just watch.
if you watch film,
If you don't even you just need to watch a game where he's
Yeah.
played. I mean, in the Super Bowl, you guys were stagnant in that first half.
yeah.
But then Gronk came to play and made that game a game.
the clutch factor is a big part too. Hey, that Rams Super Bowl, the
Yeah.
catch that won it for
Yeah.
us. It wasn't touchdown, but it set Sony up for like a 2 yard.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
was the game winning play.
when I look at a tight end, I want Rob Gronkowski.
Exactly. He's
He
the
is-
prototype.
Textbook. Love Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp was a great tight end.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates was
Dog.
a great tight end.
But
Travis Kelce, yeah, he's a great tight end.
he is.
But he's not tight endy enough for me.
He's a glorified wide receiver.
Dude, he's easily one of the best route runners I think the NFL has ever
Oh,
seen.
absolutely.
And he can catch. He'll always be open. He'll catch the ball.
Yeah. Could move after the catch too for a while.
But that man ain't blocking.
No.
No.
And that's half the job.
Yep. I want my tight end to be a blocker.
Yeah.
I love Grant Calcaterra. That boy blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I want my tight end to be able to be used as a fullback.
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce can't do that.
No.
I want my tight end to be able to be thrown in as a safety on a last drive Hail Mary attempt.
All right. That's enough. No need to bring that up.
And then he's falling over. That's how much of an athlete he was, though. Tyler Warren could be used as a safety in desperate measures.
Yeah.
He could.
He could.
Travis Kelce ain't do that. No. Exactly. All right, we got a little bit off topic because we love tight ends here.
We do.
But back to the Super Bowl preview.
Yeah.
I think we all know the keys to victory for the Eagles. We kind of got over that.
We did.
Defense causes turnovers. Jalen Hurts takes care of the ball. Saquon Barkley does his thing. Honestly, Jalen Hurts gets the ball to his weapons. But what are the game plans for the Chiefs? Is it really just let Mahomes cook?
It could be as simple as that, to be honest. But the thing I worry about is, like, I don't want to say it's like that Bucs Super Bowl because it's not at all. His O-line's not missing 3 of its starters, but his receivers worry me. I've realized the names D-Hop, Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Juju. D-Hop and Kelce are probably 2 or 3 years out from retirement. Juju is like the wide receiver 5. Xavier Worthy's a rookie who's good with the ball in his hands. Not as good, not with the ball in his hands.
Hollywood Brown's coming off a big injury.
Right.
But we go back to 2022. He didn't really have many weapons there either.
No, he didn't.
It was Kelce, Kadarius Toney.
It was Kelce.
Yeah. No, Mahomes, he doesn't need weapons to beat
MVS.
you. Yeah. Mahomes doesn't need weapons to beat you.
No, it's true. But your cornerbacks are good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I worry about. I mean, D-Hop can get a go up and get it ball. Hollywood can still burn people. Same thing with Worthy. Worthy's a good receiver. But I do worry about their weapons.
I think, again, it comes down to Travis Kelce. I think those middling
very well be
routes
right.
where he gets open, because he's going to find a way to get open. Mahomes is going to find a way to get him the ball.
Yeah.
It really just, does he still have that run after catch?
I don't know about that. He's looked really slow this season. It hurts to see because, again, we've watched Travis Kelce for a long time. And he's noticeably different this year. Like, noticeably taking a gear back.
Looking at it, though, you also don't really need that run after catch for him. I mean, Zach Ertz didn't really have it.
No, and Ertz had a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think was better this year, Ertz or Kelce?
Ertz. Ertz had a really good career revival year.
He did.
He did.
But it's so weird to say.
No, Kelce.
But I agree.
Kelsey had a down year.
Yeah.
And Kelce really has a down playoffs except for, was it the Ravens game? No, they didn't play the Ravens. No.
The Texans?
The Texans. No. Yeah. Yeah, it was the Texans.
Yeah.
When he had that 40-yard catch where he was
Yeah,
kind of shimmying and
He
shaking
did
and
have some after
bouncing
the run.
off some players where I was like, all right, maybe he's turned it up.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe-
Maybe playoffs, Kelsey's back.
But he was quiet against the Bills.
Yeah.
He didn't really decide to play football until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of really all you need to do when you're the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They didn't really decide to play football until the playoffs,
No.
even though they somehow they only lost 2 games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he had 2 catches for 19 yards.
yeah, that's what? I think you used to have a Kelce anytime touchdown as a lock in the playoffs. Yeah. Straight up, no problem thing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
Not anymore.
now, Cam, can I get your final prediction? Unbiased. Think about all the facts here. Think about all the matchups. I know you want to hate on the Eagles.
But I also want to hate on the Chiefs.
Yes. I will give my unbiased opinion as well.
I truly don't actually know who I'm rooting for in this one. Like, from a personal standpoint, from a non-sports media personnel, I don't know who I'm going to root for.
But who do you think's going to
From
win?
an analytic standpoint, who's going to win? All signs point toward the Eagles.
Except
Except Mahomes.
except Mahomes. The only thing.
And again, Mahomes hasn't had a ton of great Super Bowls. I realize he's been a lot, and he's had spectacular playoff games. But if you look at the Super Bowls individually, his stat lines haven't been outstanding.
He's just clutch.
He's just clutch. And when he needs to get a play, he makes it. So, again, when it's the second quarter and the Eagles are up 10 points and Mahomes looks like shit,
He'll turn it on.
place those live bets. Because Mahomes is still winning this game. Give me the Chiefs. I'm still thinking of a score, but I think it's going to be a comeback win for the Chiefs.
You know what? I think our games prediction-wise, will be pretty similar. But I think this time, this Eagles defense stops them.
I could very well see you being right. Like, the magic could just run out.
I don't think it's the magic runs out. I just don't think this defense is built to stop that.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it against the Rams. They stopped it. Look, do I worry in the hurry-up offense? Yeah. Because our big boys up front get tired and we can't make substitutions. Yeah. But
That's just one aspect of the game, though.
I don't think I think that has probably been diagnosed and is being fixed by Vic Fangio. I think Vic Fangio knows how to stop Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
I think, look, is he going to completely nullify him? No.
No.
But when it comes down to that game-winning drive, they don't get it this time.
Really?
Nope.
See, that's where I differ. I don't think anyone knows how to stop Mahomes.
Dude, I think the explosive plays is what saved him in those drives. This defense does not let up explosive plays. Patrick Kelce is not the force that he once was to be the only one who will probably be open. He's not going to be able to do the damage that he once did.
I do worry your defense is young. A lot of these guys, it's their first time. And again, I'm not too concerned about that. I think they're professionals. I think they're really good players, and I think they are the best defense in the NFL. But again, I can't bet against Mahomes. It's
I'm not mad at you for that.
like
I'm not mad at you for that.
yeah,
But I think the Eagles are also a time of possession team.
that is killer.
So I don't think the Chiefs are going to get a lot of chances
Yeah.
to touch this football. And a couple of times when they get the football, I don't think they're scoring points because they're going to be turning the ball over.
Oh, no doubt. I don't know about turnovers are possible, but this defense will get their stops. No doubt.
But I think honestly they're more of a turnover machine than people think about.
Yeah,
They're going to force a fumble at least. Kareem Hunt's going to fumble the football.
I can see that.
Kareem, if it's a bet is over on fumbles, it's going to happen. Kareem Hunt's not. Your starting running back's Kareem Hunt. That would have been great 7 years ago.
Yeah, right.
But Pacheco,
2018 Chiefs.
I don't think Pacheco could also fumble the football. He's not. He's coming back off a big injury.
He's not fully healthy.
He's not fully healthy.
Juju is.
Yeah. Do I think Mahomes might throw an interception? Probably.
Maybe he's done in the Super Bowl plenty of time.
I'm pretty sure he did it in 2022.
Yeah.
I also think that this Eagles team will score points.
See, I think this game could. Right now, it's in the hand of Kellen Moore. If he plays to Hurts' strengths and keeps him, if he uses him the right way, if he sets up the right reads for him, uses his legs the right amount, plans for the blitzes, all of that, incorporates Saquon the right way, incorporates all your other weapons, because there's plenty, the right way, then you probably will win this game.
Yeah. And honestly,
I don't know if it's going to happen.
you can sell out for the run all you want.
It's not.
You can't stop Saquon.
He's going to have one.
You stack the box, we run to the outside.
Yeah.
You send a blitz, oh no, now you got nomad at the second level. This O-line picks up your blitz, boom, Saquon's gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm
And your O-line is definitely good at picking up those blitzes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 50-50 game. It's a roll
the
of
Super Bowl
dice.
is going to be a 50.
Like-
Every Super Bowl is a 50-50 game.
Yeah. But
But-
this one more than others, I think.
On paper, it's the Avengers versus Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And hey,
It's Thanos and the Avengers. Quite literally.
took 2 movies for them to win. This is Endgame, dude.
Shit. Clip this.
This is Endgame.
This
dude.
is an analogy right here.
This is Endgame.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. They lost the first time.
Yeah.
Some people got snapped away.
Yeah.
But now we're coming back. We're coming for revenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Eagles got it. Am I super confident like some of the people who are like, yeah, we're going to win by 10 points? No. I'm too smart of a man to bet against Patrick Mahomes. And to bet against Andy Reid. Andy Reid's been there.
Yeah. It's not just Mahomes, it's Reed.
Am I pissed that he couldn't win a Super Bowl with the Eagles? Oh, yeah. But dude's a great coach.
Yeah.
Steve Spagnuolo is a great defensive coordinator. This team is a well-oiled machine. They've been here before. But I also think the Eagles are just too talented.
We'll see.
We will see.
It sets up for a great game.
Yeah, everyone who's complaining about this game, I get, I don't want either of these teams to win.
Yeah.
This is the best Super Bowl you're going to get.
Out of all the playoff teams?
Out of all the playoff teams who had the chance to make it, the Lions were beat to shit. That team was scraps.
They were still good, though.
No, they weren't. They got beat handedly by the Commanders, who
Jared
got
Goff
smoked.
choked. Jared Goff had a terrible game, and their coordinators were checked out, taking head coaching jobs already.
I think that team was beat up, and I think Jared Goff had a Jared Goff game. Jared Goff he's not going to win you games, but he'll lose you a game.
I think with how beat up they were still talented than the Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels just way outperformed Jared Goff.
Dude, the Commanders' defense also outperformed the Lions.
Yeah.
And the Lions' defense also
the
couldn't stop
coaching.
it. Like, there wasn't a... I think
that was a weird game.
to me, the Detroit Lions were never going to win the Super Bowl.
No,
I think
Even the mid-season when their odds were favored the most out of any team,
they're never going to win the
you
Super Bowl.
knew they weren't.
And I think their Super Bowl window is honestly over.
I just don't know if they were ever going to win with Goff.
No. And I think that Dan Campbell is too headstrong, and he got out Dan Campbell by the Washington. But Washington does it efficiently. Dan Campbell draws up some crazy plays, but come on, dude, that's not going to win you the Super Bowl.
No.
Unless you got Nick Foles catching the football.
With the combo of Dan Campbell and Jared Goff, like, it's just there's too many things that can go wrong.
Yeah. And on the AFC side of things, the Ravens were a great football team, but on the NFC side, there were teams that did the Ravens thing better, specifically the Eagles. The Bills were the same way. The Bills are a B-Tech Eagles with an A quarterback in Josh Allen. He's an X factor, but their game plan in the playoffs were the same as the Eagles. Run the ball, get behind your line, and let Josh Allen have some magic. But when it came down to him, when it came down to legacy drive, choked.
I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't all on Allen.
No, it wasn't all on Allen.
Kincaid should have caught that. It's a really tough catch.
And I know he should have got the tush push.
Yeah. Like, it's a hard game to judge.
But
the Chiefs won it fair and square, I'll admit that.
I think...
But, yeah, I don't know.
I think the Eagles are making any other team in the Super... Like, if we're playing anyone else but the Chiefs, I'm...
Overconfident?
Super confident, dude.
Yeah.
Super confident. Ravens, I would have been
fair.
Ecstatic if we were playing the Ravens. I'd have been like, yup, easy.
You were the one team, I think. Like, going into the playoffs, I was confident the Ravens were going to beat the Bills. I was confident they could beat the Chiefs. You were the one team they didn't match up well against. But, again, apparently I was wrong because choked it to the Bills. Lamar still has to learn to play in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I think the Lions, I wasn't scared of the Lions. I thought we matched up well against the Lions, even a healthy Lions team. I thought we matched up well against.
Honestly.
I think this is the best outcome, pure football game-wise, that you're going to get. Yeah, you don't, we're seeing a retread of a Super Bowl from 2 years ago. I want a new team to win.
It's a different game, though. It's a completely different game. This one's not going to touch that score.
And I don't want to hear there's no storylines, dude. You have the storyline of the man that single-handedly revived the running back position. You have the storyline of the Eagles getting revenge. You have the storyline of the Chiefs possibly three-peating for the first time in history in the NFL.
The revenge narrative versus the three-peat narrative is plenty.
Yeah. I don't want to hear, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the Commanders' Cinderella run.
It would have been nice.
It would have
been entertaining.
But none of those stories would have had a happy ending.
No.
None of them would.
I mean, like, from a pure football perspective, this is the best matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But from an entertainment perspective, for the majority of fans, seeing the Bills or the Ravens in the Super Bowl versus maybe like a Lions or a...
I know America wanted Lions, Bills.
Yeah.
But you just want them because they haven't won things.
Exactly.
And
that's
they have
these fun players that everybody likes.
Look, I love Josh Allen. I would have much rather played the Bills. I was a Bills fan Sunday night.
Yeah, everybody was.
But if you can't beat this version of the Chiefs, you don't deserve to be in the Super Bowl.
No.
Because I think this is
Absolutely not.
the weakest Chiefs team that's in the Super Bowl.
Probably. I mean, we'll see. But from a talent perspective, yeah.
Their defense isn't what it used to be. Their defense is still great, but they've had some fantastic defenses.
They don't have Snead anymore.
No.
Down to McDuffie.
Don't
Chris
have the Honey
Jones
Badger.
is still there. No Honey Badger.
I think the team that lost in the Super Bowl still is a better team than this team. The only thing they have on their side now is experience. And some of that experience is on the downtrend in Kelsey and D-Hop.
Yeah. True.
So.
And D-Hop hasn't even had a deep playoff run before.
No.
It's his first Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a... It'll be a good game.
It will be a good game.
Pure football.
Pure. This,
I just hope it's not too low scoring.
I think it's going to be a chess match, but there's going to be times where they're going to score.
Yeah.
I can feel high 20s, low 30s point wise.
I think it's going to be mid-20s. I think the winning team will probably be high 20s. The losing will be mid-20s.
I think that even though the Eagles' defense is so good, I think Mahomes is going to score some touchdowns. And I think they're not going to be able to stop the run game.
Mahomes will get his points. And between Barkley, A.J. Brown, and Smitty, and Goddard, and Hurts running, like, points are going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the strong points of these teams have been the defense this season. So I think it'll still be a defensive game.
It will be a chess match, 100%. I think you're going to have to hope that the defense makes some mistakes. Chiefs, for sure, they have to hope that there's some mistakes on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Because really, when they're locked in, they're locked in. That system is good.
Yeah.
I mean, if Zach Bond keeps performing how he's performing,
Out of nowhere.
dude looks like Luke Kuechly.
Somehow.
Yeah. I mean, Oren Burks has stepped up.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs' defense is no slouch either, man. No, their D-line's great.
McDuffie's great.
McDuffie's great.
They got players.
They-
Reed's had a really good season.
And they have a good defensive coordinator as well. This is a fantastic defensive coordinator matchup.
Hey, wait. Sorry, I completely left out the special teams. The
Yeah.
Chiefs have had like the best special team season I've ever seen. They've blocked countless numbers of kicks, which is unheard of.
And that special teams is a huge factor.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
third
we've seen
part
it
of
for
the
the
game.
Eagles, too.
Yeah.
A lot of their play forcing fumbles on opening kickoffs.
Yeah.
Forcing
actually,
fumbles
that's
on
true.
on kick returns.
about
Like
that.
yeah, like
All three aspects of the game. Gotta
each
watch
team
out for
has
them.
them.
Yeah,
This is a pure football matchup.
it is.
It's going to be talent versus experience. And I think it's going to come down to coaching.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to what plays are called and when. I think each team's talent is going to be probably on full display. I don't think there will be a lot of blunders. I think we'll probably get the best of the best out of these guys. Except for maybe the likes of like Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like that's
I mean, even that, though, it's a Super Bowl. He's got to hype himself up to some point, right?
maybe. Or maybe
We'll see.
he's too worried about, I'm going to hit a cool retirement speech.
You know what I think? I think the line for him proposing to Taylor after they win the Super Bowl is minus 250.
Oh, dude, I would kill myself.
I just feel it's going to happen.
You know, Taylor Swift does have the opportunity to do one of the coolest things ever and show up in Eagles Green.
I would respect the water for that.
Dude, maybe she says, hey, Travis, you're not getting in this. We're in battle right now. No coochie for you, Travis. And he's off his game, dude.
That could very well throw him off his game.
Throw him off
that
his game.
would throw him off
Yeah.
his game.
That would throw him off, dude. 'Cause she's an Eagles fan.
She could win the Birds the Super Bowl.
Dude, she could do the coolest thing ever. If she shows up in an Eagles Letterman jacket. Taylor Swift, I've taken back every bad thing I've said about you. You can take as many 13-minute jet flights as you want. You can destroy our planet. If you show up in any Eagles gear, I don't care if you're wearing a Chiefs Letterman jacket and an Eagles hat. I don't care.
It could be the Eagles Letterman jacket over the Kelsey jersey.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I'd respect her for that.
I
That
would
would be tough.
100% respect her
That's a
for it.
fit.
Do I think she's going to do it? No.
No.
No, she's going to stand by her man. Respect. But
Yeah. I mean, like, if I were Travis, I wouldn't want her in Eagles gear.
no. But also, Eagles fans are crazy for a reason.
Yeah.
She could be pretty crazy, dude.
Never know.
Good old Pennsylvania.
And she's a real ball fan.
She's a real ball fan.
You see her up in the suite. They do show the camera on her too much, and even she's said that.
Yeah.
She's just trying to enjoy the game.
Honestly, more
I
often,
respect the hell out of her.
I'm not even mad at seeing her that much. I'm mad at
No.
seeing Brittany Mahomes too much, dude. Because they're always
Yeah.
right next to each other.
Nah, and she loves the camera attention, too.
Fucking hate that woman. I hate that one with a burning passion. Like Patrick Mahomes.
That and his brother.
Dude, he's brother's been good. He's been staying out of the spotlight.
Yeah, because he's been in jail.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Him and his dad.
Dude,
Jesus, Mahomes.
I do feel for Mahomes. He's
gonna turn into Rodgers.
Yeah, he will. He's gonna leave that family.
One darkness retreat.
Yeah,
and that's all it takes.
and all it takes. I really hope one day he just divorces Brittany Mahomes and just gets a great, I'm hoping after he retires, he's like 55. He's doing great. He's announcing. It's like, Brittany, we're done. Gets a young smoke. And you're just out there living his best life. Because he's gonna be a commentator. We're gonna have to hear Kermit the Frog.
There's no way he's a commentator.
Dude, he's gonna be a punter. He's gonna be something.
He is gonna be something. But like, I feel like that voice cannot last in a booth, like a commentator's booth for.
I mean, I hope he doesn't, but I think somebody will throw money at him. I hope to God he just retires and fucks off to wherever he wants to go. Because he'll have enough money to do that. I hope he just sticks to State Farm commercials.
He might.
I don't need a Monday Night Football with Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, you know who did State Farm commercials first? Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's following in the footsteps.
I mean, you could have the
boat check.
You could have the Pat and Pat show.
I wouldn't hate that.
If he's following in the Aaron Rodgers footsteps, you got the Pat and Pat show.
I would not hate that at all.
Yeah,
they
man.
could work well.
Look, man, Mahomes, his family's a cornball. I hate him. He's pretty corny.
I have a lot of respect for
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Because you love Tom Brady, but some of the stuff Mahomes has done, Brady could never do. They're different players, but just pure talent.
I hate to say this, but this is what I've been going with. Brady is the greatest of all time.
100%.
And that's not going to change for another 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum. It might not ever change. Mahomes is the most talented player in NFL history.
Easily. I saw something today where everyone was like, someone posed the question, if Mahomes wins this one, is he the GOAT? No. But then I saw someone look arguments saying no and saying that it took Brady 5 Super Bowls to even get a mention over Joe Montana.
Yeah.
The thing is, the plays that Mahomes makes is what you would just watch him and you go, yeah, that's the second greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that Bucs Super Bowl, he was as horizontal as this table, and he still made the throw. It was just dropped.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the Saquon hurdle.
Dude, I mean...
That's the reverse hurdle of quarterbacks.
Yeah. The way he extends plays, the way he can just make something out of nothing is crazy.
It is.
Like, yeah, Brady was one of the best pure passers ever. He was the best competitor. He won't catch a ball, but he'll win a game. I mean, he beat Mahomes. That's going to go for a long
Multiple
way
times.
in the GOAT debate. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like...
That's going to stick around for a while.
When you come to it, and it's going to be, he beat him. And he beat him when he was past his prime.
Yeah. And they beat him again in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
With a different team.
Yep. So...
That's
I
GOAT
think
shit right there.
It's going to... Look, as much as I hated Tom Brady's, you can't not say he's the GOAT.
No.
Easily, like, come on.
Yeah.
And I think Mahomes is kind of already carved out a spot as number 2.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So, will this Super Bowl add to his legacy? Of course, you're 3P in the NFL. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You're the first team to do it.
Brady never three-peated.
Brady never 3P'd.
Yeah. I think, 5 to 10 years, we'll see.
Yeah.
There is definitely a longevity factor in it. Not too much. Because the pace he's on is unheard of.
Dude, I mean, he's 28 years old?
Yeah. He has...
He's been
How many MVPs?
I think 3?
3 and 3, right?
Yeah.
3 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl.
Yeah. He's been to the playoffs, I mean, countless. I think he's been to the playoffs every single season.
He hasn't lost before the AFC
He's been a starter.
Championship.
Because 2017 was the last time we didn't have Mahomes in the playoffs.
And that was the Alex Smith season.
Mm-hmm.
That was Mahomes' rookie year. 18, he took over. He had that, 50 touchdown year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He has been in the playoffs every single time he's been a starter.
Yeah.
I think he's been to the
not
AFC,
just the playoffs,
the AFC Championship game
Yeah.
every single time he's been a starter. And he's won every single one of those except for the ones against the Pats. And then against Joe Burrow in Cincinnati.
Right.
But that's insane.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's fantastic, but he's not winning the Super Bowl.
We'll see.
It's not happening.
All right, wait. Score predictions. What's the final score?
Birds are putting up 34 points, and the Chiefs are putting up 28 points. It's going to be reverse of 2022.
Okay. I want to say 27-31 Chiefs. I feel like it could be 24-28 Chiefs. But the Chiefs are going to get a field goal.
We'll see what happens.
Could be.
I think it's a comfortable win by the Eagles. I think it either comes
Comfortable.
not like. I think it's a comfortable and a chance of a Super Bowl comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I think it will probably come down to Mahomes with the ball back, 40 seconds left, maybe.
Tie it, win it.
Needs a touchdown to win it. That's why I got that.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
And I think the Eagles defense would stop him.
But I think he hits it.
All right.
So I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Mhm.
This is a good prediction. I'm very excited for the Super Bowl now.
I think Saquon Barkley gets at least 2 touchdowns, though.
2 tutties.
2 tutties.
2 tutties.
And I'm going to say 1 rushing, 1 receiving.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, ball knowledge. Ball knowledge.
I want Kellen Moore to pull out that halfback wheel route through the B gap where he just. And you're like, whoa, where'd he come from? He split the guard and the tackle. And then he slides in. We haven't seen it since the first game of the season.
Could very well happen.
So
Maybe they've been saving it.
you heard it here. Dorman Radio Sports, Real Ball Knowers. We just told you
right.
the script.
Yeah.
Welcome,
NFL actually sent it to us. Have it up right here.
welcome to season 2.
Starting off with a bang.